is like everything we value here at Elon, from an attitude, effort, discipline standpoint, on and off the field.
Dylan Pardue, a coach's dream.
He wants to be first in everything he does. That's in the weight room, that's on the football field, classroom. And those are the guys you want.
What he may not be, from a weight standpoint or a height standpoint, the heroic effort he plays with trumps all that.
From walk-on to starter, Elon redshirt junior Dylan Pardue transforming himself from role player to playmaker.
And Dylan Pardue says, how do you do?
I'm process driven, not results oriented. So for me, it was just making sure each day I did something to make sure that what was my end goal was just a byproduct of what I was doing every day.
Consistency combined with selflessness, the perfect concoction for a developmental Phoenix program.
Scout Team Player of the Week, Dylan Pardue. Scout Team Player of the Week, Dylan Pardue. And next thing you know, Dylan's in the rotation. And next thing you know, Dylan's a starter. And he goes from being on a partial scholarship to a full scholarship. And now he's a leader.
Dylan Pardue.
A journey to Saturday Night Lights, dating back to empty first and second year stat sheets.
Even if that meant I wasn't contributing on Saturdays, I wanted what I did on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays to help us win on Saturdays.
He was always over the top in terms of wanting to give the best look and understanding that his role, as a scout team player was critical in terms of our success on the field on Saturdays.
I always wanted to be better at the other guys' moves than they were at their own.
After 2 seasons of relentless effort behind the scenes, Pardue played in all 12 games last fall.
He brings energy and effort, and he is a very slippery defender.
Dylan Pardue
He's a 250-pound bar soap.
simply dials it up.
Pardue providing a kind of disruption that couldn't be ignored.
He showed us that we couldn't take him off the field. We were rotating him, between the ones and the twos, and he was making too many plays not to get him with the ones and keep him there.
When we reward our players with scholarships, it's usually a meeting with me. I'm going to tell them first.
I get a text from Trish. It's like, call me when you get out of class. I'm like, okay. Spring ball just ended. What does he need what could he possibly tell me that's not about, this goal I've pursued for the last 3 years.
Pardue put on scholarship and starting on Saturdays. Pardue eventually reveling in the news with one of his biggest supporters, his grandpa, Hampton Height, a former Elon football and basketball player.
He had seen me, obviously, from when I was born to the person I've become now, so I think his, how proud he was of me was just as overwhelming as how proud I was of myself.
Dylan's athletic success far exceeds my athletic success. It's not even close.
Height's history serves as a driving force for his grandson.
He had, stepped away from the football program, so the year that they won, I think in '79, he was on the team during the summer and then quit before the fall. And then when they won in '81, he was on the team during the spring, but not in the fall.
I gave up too quick. And you said, well, I'm never going to play. I'm not going to make it. And Dylan, that was the one thing I mentioned to Dylan. I said, if you decide to go for it, you will never regret sticking it out. You will only regret leaving the team. It's not the things that I did do. It's the things that I didn't do. It's the things that I gave up on too quickly. The stuff those are your regrets in life.
A message to Pardue, now permanent.
He'd always tell me the same stories, and I'd be like, Granddad, I've heard this a million times. You don't need to keep telling me, but it's just like drilled into my mind now. It's like there's no way I could forget. I could, lose my memory and I'd still remember, don't quit.
2 words, fueling Dylan Pardue's desire for more.
The last thing I want to be is the walk-on who got complacent. Being a walk-on was never who I was. When I got put on scholarship, I was the same person I was, the hour before I got put on scholarship. It was never about reaching an end goal and then being satisfied. It was just about being the best person I could.